Yeah, that hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key in combination. Keep it goal and high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever band, no mind, and keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They gon' love you when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, bad time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary.
I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome to the one and only Empire Fight Camp. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Frank True Brit Bruno, 6'3", 225 pounds. And he'll be taking on the juggernaut Joe Joyce. 6'6" inches tall, 210 pounds, and he loves to bang it out.
Giving away a lot of weight here, so now this is where you have to be smart. This is where you've got to be sharp. You've got to try and time those shots coming through, even being lent on by the...
Frank True Brit Bruno. He won the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World, fighting out of London, England.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from London, England, a European champion and a heavyweight champion of the world, Frank Bruno. Fighting out of the blue corner from London, England, and standing at 6 feet 6 inches, here is a British, Commonwealth, International, and European heavyweight champion, the juggernaut, Joe Joyce.
They'll be fighting under the lights tonight. What a unique environment as we get set for this high-energy showdown. Joe Joyce always swinging for the fences. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. They both want a knockout, you can tell. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. This slugger isn't interested in winning rounds. He just wants to win the fight, and he's not going to do it on the scorecard, Johnny. He needs a KO.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm because this is how they train. This is how they prepare for a fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. They exchange punches. You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. Nice counter. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this...
Don't be looking there for one shot.
And there's the bell for round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. We'll keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
They've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They are naturally tough and strong and aggressive.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is, has he punched himself out? That counter punch caught him clean. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punch. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. So much firepower here. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Do you believe what we are seeing? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that.
Just to focus on what you're doing.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
It's the typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight.
You've got to be like Oliver Twist. Be a pickpocket, in and out. Don't stand there and be so obvious.
Those counter punches have to hurt. A perfect counter shot. These two fighters are made for one another. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The jab doesn't quite connect. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You'd like to see more jabs. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
That's a terrible round.
On to the fourth we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That bell could not have come.
That's his round.
There's the bell to start round 5. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That right hook won't score. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
One punch could change everything in this battle. They both want the knockout. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Trying to land that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place. Hold that thought! Bruno seeing cobwebs. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. Here we go in the 6th round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. The perfect counter lands. The straight right just misses. Incredible work rate. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fighters like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter...
Boxing back together. Listen,
Here comes round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's a counter shot. It's bombs away. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
His jab just got blocked. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Well done with that counter shot. Missing with that right hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we're entering desperate.
third round. I like that.
There's the bell to start round 8. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Missed with that right uppercut. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You were thinking. You were smart.
There's the bell to start round 9. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. No rest for the weary. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Just missing with the uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last...
I love that.
And there's the bell to start round 10. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
That left hook missed. This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face.
Are you all right? Are you okay?
Yes, sir. We fight on here. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Just missed with that hook. Not despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. We'll see how much endurance these two. This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now that...
Oh, down goes Joyce. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Another TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
What's next? A TKO makes it so confusing because you think, what would have happened if the fight had carried on? These guys are going to have to do it all over again.